With BMX, it's what you want to do. No one can tell you what to do. No one can make you ride how you want to ride. You can just do what you want to do. I'm Alex Coleborn. I'm a professional BMX rider, and I've been riding now for 10, 11 years, and just loving it. Where I'm from in Jersey, there's not really a lot of places to sort of ride, so when I was younger I had to kind of make do with what I had. Things weren't that big and stuff like that, and the rider I looked up to, Mark Webb, he's a very technical rider, and I just kind of took all my influence is from him. So tech riding's sort of more technical, rather than doing, say, I don't know, big backflips or double flips, things like that. Tech riding's more balancing on your front wheel or on your back wheel or on your pegs, kind of linking things together and making up new tricks. Sometimes you'll ride for 8-hour days or 12-hour days, but you're just always on your bike. It's kind of a more relaxed sort of scene, and then I guess you just progress through the session where you're all just trying new tricks.
Yeah, popped out good on them.
If you come up with a new trick, you can go and have a play in a foam pit. You can try it a bunch of times and keep going over and over again. And it might take you months and months to learn this new trick, and then eventually you'll feel comfortable enough to take it onto a resi ramp, which is a softer sort of ramp. So if you crash, you're not going to get as hurt as just going straight onto the wood or straight onto the concrete. So then when it comes down to doing it on the real stuff, you've got to just have 100% commitment to send that trick. The injuries I've had over the years of riding, I've smashed my teeth out, I broke my nose, all in the same one. I had my gum shield in, so my tooth ended up in my gum shield. That was one of the worst ones. I broke my hip in 2012. That was probably the worst one I've ever had. I had to have surgery over there, get pins and plates. I was off my bike for about 1.5 years. Getting back from that one took a long, long time, and then it kind of knocked your confidence a little bit, but then once you've taken a few more crashes and realised it's not broken forever, I guess you can kind of get over it, and now I feel fine. So my bike probably weighs about 18 kilos, I'd say. So you want your bike to be light so you can kind of throw it around. You don't want it to be dead heavy where when you're doing flips and stuff, it's a bit of a lump. This is my signature frame, so it's relatively light. From here to here, my frame, from the bottom bracket to the seat tube, mine's a little bit lower, but I prefer that because it sets the frame down lower. So when I spin the bike around, I don't get caught up on the top tube. I have a steeper angle on the front, so it's a lot easier for sort of nose manuals and then tricks, obviously, on the front end of your bike. The back end, the back triangle's 12.9 inches long, so it's short, so I can kind of spin around and kind of loop out on flips or flares and things like that, and kind of get around a lot quicker. So the pegs, which are these things, I only run pair on the right because that's the side I grind on. I just prefer having two. I've always had two, so it's just the side I do it on. I only run one back brake, so I can do that without the cables getting sort of caught up. And then I've got this cool little mod down here. Basically drill 2 holes in my frame, so the cables run direct through to the brake, so when I kick the bike round, I don't get caught up in the cables here in my feet. It looks a lot cleaner, and it makes the brake more direct. Like my style of riding, I like doing a lot of foot jam tricks. That's where you put your front foot in the front tyre of the bike and you sort of hop around on the front end. So for me, I've always been like, oh, I wonder if I can do a backflip into a foot jam, and things like that, and other tricks like bar spins, tail whips. So for me, that's kind of my type of thing in tech riding. You could just be sat at home one day and just be like, oh, that could work, or that would be a good idea. And then you'll go to the park, try it. Some days it might not work, some days it will. And the feeling of getting that new trick is the one. I guess there's sort of no limit. It's just where you want to push yourself and how far you want to go to keep inventing new tricks and pushing the sport. I just want to kind of keep riding, go to as many contests as possible, and keep pushing yourself to new limits, create new tricks, new videos, and just push yourself as much as possible.